Welcome to 777 News on Radio. I am eating a lemon. I am so glad to have you. I am so glad to have you here today. Today is more like a fun day, but of course I'm going to give you what I got so far from the news here, and then we'll take some of that funness and some of the likeness of what we have over TikTok, and then we'll come back here. So from the news so far today, it seems as if Minnesotans are still experiencing a heavy onslaught of ICE, as well as the rest of the country as they're being deployed to the rest of the country. ICE is. Now, there's a misconception going on in the world that there's a due process when it comes to federal agents, and there isn't. The other thing that's resounding across the world is that people believe that people are just now getting on board, and when I say people are just now getting on board, not all white people. Some white people are very, very much aware of this problem going on across federal and local agencies to black people for many decades and have been allies. Some white people seem to just be waking up to the idea of this happening, and they see themselves in the likes of Alex and the other young woman who lost her life due to ICE. And it is just now seeming like a tune to wake up. That's not on me, that's on you. Excuse me. My child stinks. But it seems as if the rest of the world, the rest of the country here, with the identity of whiteness. Hey, stop yelling at me. Okay, then, hey, there's another restroom. Hey, you got your own restroom. Thank you so much. Thanks, use yours. Okay. Okay, and no, you don't have to use my restroom. You can go to yours. Thank you so much. Excuse me for a second while that one quiets down there. He has his own restroom. I don't know what the smell of my restroom does. It's very clean in there, unlike little boys' restrooms. While the rest of the world is well aware of what's going on, America seems to be now moving in tune and in line with some of the things that I have been speaking about, which I hope do come to fruition. That the identity of the black and white is getting rid of in America, and we start treating each and every American as Americans. That means one American's problem is every American's problem. Just because it's happening to somebody who has more melanin or less melanin than you doesn't mean that it's not your problem. I hope more Americans, now that this is happening, get on board and realize that it is an American problem, not a white or black problem, that is an everybody problem. And just because the identity of whiteness has allowed some people to feel secure in that likeness that they get on board with, every American needs to be treated equally. It is not just America for we or thee, but for everybody. I hope that makes sense. And some people it's not going to make sense, because some people were born in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and the style of thinking of how America used to be for them is something that they do not want to get rid of, where people who look like me had to not look at them or shy away from not treating them with manners. No, sir. No, sir. You're going. I'm going to call you grandmother. All right. So, the idea of America being a situation for most and other people being beneath them is something that needs to be fully looked into. That the immigration problem isn't an immigration problem because some people have been brought into the identity of Jesus and Christ and have forgotten their roots. And when I say your roots, sir, okay, listen, chill, okay, chill. Sir, you have a restroom, sir. Sir, you have a restroom, sir. Okay. All right. All right. Excuse me. This is one of the reasons you don't get me online. This is probably the main culprit of why you don't get me online. And we have a screaming problem here. I froze on the screen there. Seems as if. And that is fine. I'll fix that here in the next few minutes as I see fit. Let me fix it. The Wallies of running a broadcast. Sir, no. Sir, go to your restroom. All right. Let's see if we fixed that. All right, we fixed that issue. I don't know what's going on. No, 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 no. Sorry. My apologies. My apologies. I said that those who identify as white, if you identify as white, the construct and the identity as white, it is an idea, it's a construct. I say, why not get back to your roots of being French, German, and European, and getting back to some of the identities and things that were believed in before, before America's institution of religion got into you. You know, fairies, Zeus, mythology, getting back to the wholesome goodness of what it truly was that you believed in, the goodness of fairies and being a true spirit, or Tinkerbells, or the true spirit of Aphrodite and those around. Those were things that persuaded or pursued the European, and then America brought in the idea of whiteness and all these things to make you separate yourself from your identity. Dad, you didn't run the toilet again. Sir, sir, sir. Sorry if you have to turn your volume all the way up to here. That is on me. I just turned the mic up some. So hopefully that works. But before America put all these ideas in the forefront of being outside of the scope of being American, and it made you separate yourselves from each other, then the identity should, in scope, get back to the roots of your ancestors of the French and German and Europeans at heart, and provide you getting back into the spirit, the good spirit of things. Because now that they're making laws to get rid of people going to churches to protest, Alabama has a law they're trying to put on the books to stop people from protesting in churches and making it a felony. You know, even if you truly believe in the idea of Christianity, you will be totally against said law, because even Jesus, according to said book, went into churches to cause a ruckus. We've left the crossroads and went into a whole folly of things that are outside the spectrums of normal, because the problem that is persuading is attacking the identity of whiteness, which never really existed. It is a made-up construct to make people feel above other people. But as Americans, we should be American and not try to be above or one other American because it suits when the time sits, but no longer does the time suit. Now it's just rich people against poor people. They could care less about whiteness or anything else. They only care about money and how to make it as they figure out ways to pollute the air and ways to pollute the food. And as the rich Campbell CEO said, he wouldn't feed his kids Campbell soup. So the identity of whiteness is for each and every person that identifies that, is to reach deep inside themselves and start thinking, how have I messed up this construct when they are attacking people that look like me and killing them? That means that identity of whiteness doesn't exist. They have arrested over 200 Americans, keeping some of them in custody for anywhere to 4 days to 5 weeks without a phone call, because in the federal system that doesn't exist. Over 200 American citizens, no matter what they look like, American citizens arrested under this new regime. Something I spoke about months and months ago, that we should all be careful. And there may be some missing people, friends from your life right now, and you have no idea where they're at. That should be a key sign that maybe they've been arrested, or maybe they did like the scholars did from this here country. Scholars from this country are experiencing last year and the year before, meaning 2025 and 24. Scholars, renowned scholars from Yale and Harvard, began to leave this country and go to other countries to teach. No longer at their prestigious institutes, but located in other countries. Sir, 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 sir. I don't need to, no. No, no, because you're interrupting on purpose. Okay, you got something to do. Okay, go ahead and say it. Welcome in. Welcome in. That's how long we've been over here so far. We're at the 15-minute mark. Every single one of you that came through, Diana, Cheryl, Kendra, Sandy, Peppa, Jennifer, Otis, everybody that's here right now. If I missed a name, I'm sorry. Remember to take a look inside, because what you're seeing in current times, Megs, what you're seeing in current times is most people that identify as white today, as they look at Minnesota, you are seeing what could be your grandson or granddaughter or yourself. That is what's actually being seen. And what used to be something that would be easy to pass up because they do not look like you, meaning people that look like me, or they do not speak the English language, made it easy to pass up and made it easy to disregard. You can no longer disregard what's sitting right in your face. The people that don't look like you or do not speak your language are still Americans. And as Americans, it is time not to shelter, but to do the most American thing ever and stand together. You will hear divisive tactics in the coming months as we get closer to election time. They will try to do things that they did to people that don't look like you. Poll taxes, make you count marbles in a jar, or all type of sort of tactics. They're going to try a lot of things. The one thing I want you to identify going into the future and going into the present is that no longer should we operate as black or white, but more so operate as Americans together, no matter what we look like. Unity is something that billionaires do not want. The one thing that I'm very, very thankful for is that YouTube seems to not operate on the billionaire status. It does. Excuse me. It does allow a voice to anyone, even the person who's in the woods. And the one thing that I can be with a smile on my voice is a voice of reason and a little bit of a historian as a reminder that there are people out here who do not care about me or thee or we, but rather what benefits their pockets and their so-called communities until their communities are attacked. That is something that is true. Once their communities come under attack, then they want to join the masses. It is not up to us to shun those individuals or make them feel any type of way. We have to be...
Dad, your fruit actually wet.
We have to be more dignified of people and learn how to take in the ones that are trying to cultivate or decapitate us in any type of way. So making sure to do litany tests on those who are making their rounds and being deprogrammed from said system. In America, you are still in a system that is latched on and clawed in and would love and love and love for everybody to continue to dislike and hate each other and find little knickknacks about each and every person that they can despise. It's the thing that keeps the system going and keeps it flourished. You finding something about your neighbor that you can despise them about. It's the most beautiful thing about separating people. Putting commercials and infomercials and all type of things in front of people to make them feel like they are above somebody else or their community is better than somebody else's. When in all actuality, we should be working together as all human beings around this planet to make things better for each and every human being among this planet. The only reason that I hate that I just said that out of my mouth, it just sends out brain waves to the galaxy to come look for me, because that is, if there is life outside this planet, that is what they're looking for, to cultivate people that want to work with the entire planet. Hate that I just said that. Sorry you can't hear me. Sorry you can't hear me. Sorry that if you can't hear, my apologies. We will be going over to TikTok here soon. Before we go over there, I will be showing a video that I'll show over there because I don't know if it'll really I don't know if it'll get cut off, but I want to show it here first. All right, so let me get this video up for you. If you can't hear me, my apologies as of right now. Hopefully it works after this. That's what I do hope. But if it's not working right now, there's nothing I can do about it but continue this on. For me, everything's up, so I'm just assuming that this is going to work fine after it's going to work fine. It's going to play fine.
I have my own hotline for reporting illegal immigrants, and people call it thinking that it's legitimate. I talked to a kindergarten teacher that wants to deport the parents of a kindergartner at her school. And it looks like they have a child who was born in New York, which makes them an American citizen.
Yeah.
So we're looking to deport the parents and leave the child.
Right. Like I said, I don't know if they're here illegally. I just think it's odd, you know? It's very odd.
What did you say was odd?
It's just odd for them to even be here. Like, I'm a teacher at a school. Okay, I know schools. I know the whole law about schools. I mean, they seem like nice people or whatever, but I looked them up in our files, and I was like, oh, she was born in Honduras, and he's born in El Salvador. So right there, it's like, okay, maybe I'm on the right path. You know, they drop off their kid every day.
So their kid is their kid a student at your school?
Yes. Yes.
One of your
kindergarten.
Okay, so now you want to get his parents deported?
Well, I'm just saying that if they're taking up resources from our county,
okay.
I'm not into illegal people being here.
I mean, if the son's in kindergarten, what, it's 6 or 7,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, he's probably like 5 or 6.
And they was born in New York, so that means, assumingly, they've been in America for 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go ahead and just remove them.
Are you like questioning that, or what do you know?
Yeah. Sorry, no, I'm just writing this down for my own
Okay.
personal notes, and my supervisor
Okay.
teaches at school wants kindergarten child's parents
You
deported.
make it sound terrible. You make it sound like it's terrible, but
Oh, well, I'm just writing down what you're
Yeah.
telling me.
okay. Well, yeah, okay.
Sounds terrible. Let's see, I can write that down too, I guess. And that's Hispanic
Mm-hmm.
in an area where you wouldn't normally see Hispanics. Okay.
Right. Like people that are born in another country.
Yeah, because you normally see those people where?
Like in the cities.
Got it. Okay. Hispanics out of place, now in country, not where they belong in city. So we were able to confirm that they are documented citizens along with their child.
Oh, good.
So yeah, it's good because we don't have to deport a 6-year-old. And yeah, I mean, you know, that little fella could have been a threat to our national security.
Why are you talking to me like this?
Say again?
Why do you talk to me like this?
I'm sorry, what are you referring to?
Like you're like sarcastic.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just thought that maybe you'd be okay and just happy that the people that you reported were actually here legally and that they belong. Just like you and me.
Did I talk to your supervisor? You said you had a supervisor.
Yeah, I just thought you were going to be happy.
Yeah, I am happy, but I'm not happy with your attitude. You just said to me, the 6-year-old won't be a threat to national security.
Yeah.
That's sarcastic.
I would think that the people that were deporting, especially 6-year-olds, that there would be a good reason for it.
I was talking about the people who I thought they're illegal because they were born in a different country. I can't help that they have a 6-year-old. That's on them.
You know what we'll do? I'll get in touch with the supervisor. I send him a text. When he gets back to me, I'll see if he can follow up with you. And
And what is his name?
His name is Brian. But yeah, thought you'd be happy to know that they're documented. But we'll have the follow-up.
I am happy. I'm super happy. Super happy. I'm glad. You know, that's wonderful.
Well, it's good. You know, the 6-year-old can stay in the school, and you know, I know it's tough looking at him. And but yeah, we'll get on my supervisor. Just he can give you a call back in a little bit. My understudy here said you were having some issues with him about some out of place Hispanics.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You sound exactly like Greg. Okay. I just didn't like his attitude.
I really do apologize for that. Looks like Brian said we did confirm the document status of these individuals, and we're happy we were able to do that for you despite the sarcasm and the things that you're complaining about.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that they're fine folks and belong here and all that good stuff. But he was criticizing me because there was a 6-year-old boy involved. You know what I mean? But he's acting like I'm this terrible person because I'm going to deport a 6-year-old. And in fact, he goes today, because a 6-year-old would be a threat to national security.
I have my own hotline for reporting illegal immigrants, and people call it thinking that it's legitimate. I talked to a kindergarten teacher that wants to deport the parents of a kindergarten.
I will try to play this video on TikTok. He created a hotline as a prank, and across this country in little small communities where people believe their community doesn't deserve to have other Americans that look different than them. These are the type of people that are in those communities. They're not just educators. There are all type of people in these communities, in communities like this that exist across the American country. It is not something that I'm new to. I'm well aware of it. It is something that I have been pretty much of what I was taught is to kind of stay away from those places. I don't try to bring my kids to those places. I pretty much know what those communities look like. But across this country, it's going to become more rampant Some of these communities are going to become hotbeds for people to come live in, new religious spots where they can keep those communities as what they perceive as white as possible. But the most persuasive thing that's happening in this country that is inevitable is that this country has become more diversified each and every day. People are looking for love outside of their skin colors or skin tones or how much melanin they have in their skin. Hell, they're looking for love at the people that look like them as well. And it's what they choose to do. And they have the God-given American freedom to do whatever the hell they want to do and love whoever the hell they want to love. I will get his handle for you. He does a lot of that on a whole bunch of different levels. I'll get that handle for you, Jennifer. He does a lot of that. But yeah. We're gonna go over to TikTok. We're gonna go over there. We're gonna be as fun as possible. Not as wordy as this was. The mask gets put on. Alright? So we're gonna head over there. Then I'll come back here. That'll be the end of it for today. Alright? Let's get going.